All right, we'll finish things up here with Nebraska coach Amy Williams. Huskers play Samford on Saturday at 5 p.m. at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
So, just after watching film from Monday, what are your big takeaways from that one?
Yeah, I think that the biggest things we took away from that first ball game, first of all, how incredibly fun playing with all those screaming middle school kids. They were very passionate and they gave us a lot of fuel for our fire out there. But our biggest takeaways were when we play with good pace on offense, that we were pretty hard to guard. And I thought that we had some really good possessions in transition where we shared the basketball and moved it well and played with pace. I thought Britt Prince was very aggressive to start that ball game, scored 8 of our first 12, was kind of hunting her shot. Our team is best when we see that out of Britt. And then, we just had lots of contributions just defensively. I thought Haley really set the tone for us with backcourt pressure, and lots of other players benefited with steals because of the havoc that she was causing on the ball. But just players, there's times where, Logan Nisley's tipping the ball, deflecting it when they're trying to make post feeds and our help defense comes over to make a play. And, those types of things, just leveling up our defense, finding ways to make our opponents more uncomfortable, and we're making progress there, but still have some room for improvement.
How have you seen Jess just attack these last few months as she gets ready for the season?
Yeah, I think Jess Petrie right now just playing with some confidence, and we talked to her last year after having to really elevate her game when Natalie Potts went out with injury, and just the fact that she now after a couple of years in the program has had some experience playing in both our 4 and 5 positions, and she can be kind of versatile, and I think, just carrying herself with a confidence and this understanding that whatever the team needs me to do, and if that's, going in and banging around and guarding post players inside, or if it's playing out on the perimeter and switching screens and trying to, keep the ball in front of me. And, she just is really embraced kind of whatever challenges this team needs for her. And I think just really showing a lot of confidence right now.
This game has to mean a lot to Claire.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your conversations you've had with her about facing her former school?
Yeah, well, mostly I was asking her, hey, what do they call this play? And she's like, I don't remember the play calls. But to be honest, it's a new coach, a new head coach, even though he was on staff when Claire was there, and a few teammates. And so I know there's going to be kind of some emotions that go into it. But to be honest, ever since she found out that we were going to be playing Samford, she's just excited about the opportunity to reconnect with some of her former teammates and friends. She absolutely loved her time at Samford. I don't think really wanted to leave. She was in a really good situation, but just with head coach leaving and so many players and just an uncertainty, I think, it was an opportunity for her, and we're so glad that she's here and in a Husker uniform. But I think she just feels excited to reconnect with some players and people that really have meant a lot to her in her basketball journey.
Is that what you expected out of her in terms of her on-court production?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's more than capable of that, and we've seen that on on any given day in practice where she's really confident and will light it up, and so I think she's more than capable of that. So it's not a big surprise for us. I think we've been talking about that she can shoot the 3, but she can score in a lot of different ways. And but the way she has diligently approached coming in to watch film and just find ways to improve on the defensive side of the ball, that's what really stood out to me.
You mentioned you didn't want your team to rely on the 3, but have the ability to do it. Did you like the quality of 3-point shot your team generated, hitting almost 50% of them?
Yeah, I thought that we had a really good balance there and took good shots. There was 1 or 2 that maybe I thought we kind of one pass jacked and we had somebody standing in the paint green box, whatever. But for the most part, I thought we have good 3-point shooters, and we took quality 3-point looks, and so I feel excellent about that.
Anything else?
Okay, see you guys. See you later. Thanks for being here.